21 days confidence boosted challenge. And today is going to be a day wherein we'll start moving from internal to external. One of the things which I always say is when we're working on our inner, it takes little more time to change because, we have our conditioning, we are living it for such a long time. And we kind of, feel it ki haan, abhi thoda mushkil ho raha hai. Then I'm able to do it for one day, but then the second day I'm kind of going away from it. Today, what I'm going to be giving you is how to start bringing a change in our external because it's faster to change and its impact is also immediate. Its impact is also immediate. Thank you so much for that love for Helene out there. So here's how what we're going to be doing is today I want you all to know the science of that every single time we're having a conversation with anyone around, most of us are always focusing on what words do we need to talk. How many of you agree? This is what I need to speak to them, or this is what I need, especially in terms of important conversations. We're really very, very high in our mind that, ऐसे बोलना है, वैसे बोलना है, पर अगर मैंने ये word नहीं बोला तो वो ऐसा लगेगा, अगर वैसे बोला तो ये वैसा लगेगा. So we have a lot of its and buts and we are completely rerunning it again and again in our head. Now, what I want you to know is before we do that, when we rerun only the words, today I want you to change the perspective of it because what you say and how you say is going to be deciding how it is going to be getting placed in the minds of it. And what you say, the words in the whole conversation, in the complete communication which you're doing to another person, the weightage of words is only 7%. 93% of the weightage goes to how you have said it. Now imagine if we are someone who keep on saying the same thing. How many of you in the room have experienced it? That you tell yourself, "Arey yaar, theek baat to boli thi, par maine baat to sahi boli na, theek bola na, fact hai na, ye sach hai na," and you're saying still the other person didn't understand, still the other person got angry, still the other person is not, feeling enough convinced that what did I say was the right thing to say and was the right thing, was the right words. And whenever we are having, a discussion like that, we're always like, yeah, I said the right thing. From today, I want you to know, yes, you did say the right thing, but your focus was only on the 7%. What about the 93%, which probably was not in place at that point in time? In all our conversations with our loved ones, whether it's with our spouses or with our kids, or, with people at home, with our staff, at work, with our managers, with our with the leaders or with our colleagues, it's not only going to be what you're saying, it is also going to be how you are saying. It's an Albert Mehrabian theory, according to which if your how is not in place, the other person is not going to be understanding what you're saying. Write this down. The meaning of the communication is the effect. The meaning of the communication is the effect. The meaning is not what I said. The meaning of the communication is what's the effect which it got created in the minds of others. That's what we need to aim for. So here's the first and the foremost part is what does this 93% constitute of? What does this 93% also? 7% we got to know about the words. What is 93%? Now, before I give you the 93%, I want you all to know when you're having a conversation over the WhatsApp or you're having a conversation over the mail, just remember only 7% is going. Now, if things does not work out in your favor, it just indicates that the conversation has not gone in the way you truly wanted because sirf words ja rahe na. WhatsApp mein there is nothing else, only words are going, even in the mail. And that's why I always say, if you're having important conversation, if you're getting into a fight, if the emotions are very high, never engage with the other person on WhatsApp. Never. Your next thing is either to meet them, and if you can't meet them, phone is still better. Get onto the call and let me tell you why phone is better than the WhatsApp. Face-to-face is like the best because the rest of the 93%, certain weightage goes to your visual appearance and certain weightage goes to your vocal, how you say, the way you're using the tonality, the way you're using your pitch, the way you're using the pause, how the words are being spoken. So when you are on a phone, at least that part is covered. At least that percentage along with the words is covered. But if you're only doing it over the email or only over the WhatsApp, then only 7% is going, rest all is getting dropped. So, but when you meet someone, have a conversation with them, it is your 7% words, it's your visual appearance, and it is also your vocal elements which you're using in terms of the tone, the the pitch, the volume, the pace at which you're talking. So all those elements are also taken care. So your visual, your vocal, and your words. All these things, when we combine, creates the communication which is going to be letting you know whether the impact is getting created or not. From today. So your eye contact comes into your visual. So your eye contact. So let me tell you what all comes into your visual part. So 7% is word. Vocal is the way you're talking, hello everyone. Hello everyone. How many of you could see the energy difference? Because I changed the vocal elements. I could say, hello everyone, so good to see you all here. It's so amazing that you show up every single day. And after 5 minutes, you'll be saying, and whereas if I say, hello everyone, so amazing to see you all here showing up every single day for your own self. How many of you can see the vocal elements change, the visual change, the hands started to move? Or I could be someone sitting like, hello ji, kya haal hai? Fir se mil rahe hain, acha lag raha hai. So what I want you all to know is that it's your vocal elements and your visual, and in your visual, your body posture, the way you use your hand, the way you use your gesture, how's your shoulders, how are you looking at your eye contact, your smile, your facial expression. All of these 10 to 12 elements are going to be building your non-verbal communication. So your words and your non-verbal. So this is going to be building your non-verbal. Now from today, I want every single one of you, well, you would not need this energy, like this, hello everyone, energy, like, maybe, you someone learn from here and tomorrow you go to office and hello everyone. I'm like, kya ho gaya isko? We don't need that. And you don't even have to do if you are doing a webinar, because it's going to be looking like very fake, but you can like at least go a little notch up, a little centimeter, a little inch up than what you were yesterday. So maybe if you are someone who says, you step into the office and you're someone who's not been greeting, you start saying, hi, good morning. You start passing on that energy by just saying good morning to people when you meet them. So this is how you use your, your words along with your facial, your, the complete nonverbal aura in your favor. Now, today, what I'm going to be asking you as a challenge is for every single one of you to become an observer, that when you had a conversation with someone, starting from today, when you're having a conversation with your loved ones at work or with your team members, what is your non-verbal communication at that point in time? I want you all to start observing your body. I want you all to start observing how is your posture. When you're working and sitting for attending the meeting, for the ones who are going to the office, see when you're sitting in the meeting, what is your posture? Are you someone who's always leaning on the table and listening, yeah, yeah? Or are you someone who's like right up? If you're attending your Zoom meeting, what is your posture at that point in time? Where's your eye contact? How are you responding when someone is asking a question? Are you someone who's actually hiding behind the cameras? Because if you're hiding behind the camera, 93% any which way is gone. Not the 93%, but a lot of percentage is gone. Only your words and your vocal is there. People can't see you. So if you're someone who wants to hide behind the camera, I want you all to start moving in front of the camera, because that in itself tells a lot about you, that you're confident enough to be there. You're not someone who's going to be behind there. Ki, chalo, theek hai, anyway, there's no as such rule of putting on the camera. But the moment you put on the camera, you are going to be the one who's going to be seeing that the confidence which I carry. And for every single one of you keeps popping up in my, in my sessions or in any of those sessions, not only Confidence Booster Challenge, but all the ones, which we go through over the week for the people who are part of my community. The moment you turn up your camera, you don't know, but unknowingly you're building your confidence. How many of you actually saw that, that there's a different connect when you are attending something with camera on, and there's different connect when you are switching off the camera and sitting there and listening only the vocal part of it. Very different sort of learning happened that point in time. So allow yourself to become the visual, to be able to create that visual impact wherever you go. So today is going to be your day for you to start watching your body language. Today is going to be your day that when you are having a conversation with your loved one, what is your tonality? Kya kar rahe ho or kya kar rahe ho? Okay, so start watching your tonality, start watching the way you're using your expressions. If you say something to someone, just go back and say that again to your own self in the mirror and watch yourself. Because when the words speak and the body is talking, people listen more to the body. Body talks louder than the words. Body talks louder than the words. And that's exactly the reason you could be someone who is triggering someone's emotions, even though you're using the right words. And similarly, someone else might be triggering your emotions because the way they're saying the dominating body which they're bringing to you is something you're not someone who's liking it. So this will help you not only become observer of what others are doing to you, you will also become observer to yourself that, yeah, they said the right word, but the reason I didn't like it because they didn't see it in a right way. Either the vocal elements were not right or the way they use their body language. Like there was a time when I used to say, you know, I used to ask my husband, do you want to have another roti? He used to say, so what did he mean was, no, I don't want. For me, what is this? Huh? Say it. How many of you finding the difference? So it's like, chalo niklo yahan se. Though he didn't mean it, you know, he didn't mean it, but his body language, he wasn't aware of that. This is the blind spot wherein this is not working. So I told him very politely and sweetly that aise mat bola karo, tum bola karo, nahi chahiye. Got it? So you don't have to fight with them, but you will know that this is something here I didn't like it. Now you being smarter in the room, you would know what I didn't like. It was the body language. Even sometimes people don't know about their body language. So you will very politely tell them that, you know, maybe instead of doing like this or doing like that or making like this, and some of the people have this habit that somebody is talking to you. They're talking to you. You're listening to them and you are listening to them because you do not agree to them. You'll start doing like this. Even before you start talking and they're talking to you, start doing like this because you're telling them whatever you're saying is all nonsense. I don't agree to it. So what happens is you haven't even given a chance to the other person to kind of say their point out. So instead of just, you know, when you're listening to them, and then some of the people don't even get to know that's happening. So instead of just doing like this, you take a moment, let the other person finish what they have to say. And then you say, you know what, whatever you're saying, probably right now, I agree to disagree because I have a different point of view here. You don't have to say you are wrong. Just I have a different point of view here. So that's the words part of it. But overall, what I want to say is no using of body language out, you know, in a way, and start watching for yourself if you're doing it. Not in words, but in body language. Yeah. So that's going to be the challenge for today. Become an observer of body language of your own and also of the people around. The affirmation today is going to be, the meaning of my communication is the effect I create on others. The meaning of my communication is the effect it creates on others. So next time, if you feel that other person is not understanding what I'm trying to say, the only reason why that is happening is that you are talking in Chinese and the other person understands French. You are saying, "Arey, समझ नहीं आ रहा, इसको समझ नहीं आता, इसको समझ नहीं आता, इसको समझ नहीं आता, इसको समझ नहीं आता." नहीं समझ आ रहा कि उसको Chinese आती नहीं है. I'm just giving you an example. I'm assuming none of us, most of us would not know here the Chinese. But what I'm saying is you need to ask yourself. Similarly, we do this to our kids also. तुमको समझ नहीं आया, एक बारी तुमको समझ, तुम्हारी Chinese है, उनको French समझ आता है. तुम French सुनो, French बोलो. So what do we need to do is, the meaning of my communication is the effect I create. The meaning of my communication is the effect I create. If I'm not able to create the effect, that means I'm talking Chinese and they understand French. What do I need to do to start talking French? With me, guys, if you start doing this, I can promise you the amount of conflict reduction which will happen at work and at home is going to be huge. Thank you so much for that bulb bonds. So right, and next time someone says, so if my child, if I say it twice and I see that he's not understanding, or if I say this to my loved ones, my husband, anyway, if I understand, they do not understanding, I'll tell myself, Shruti, French बोलने का अभी तुम अपना लग रखे हो Chinese समझ आए, but they will not understand till the time I don't move towards that particular part. So what you would say is, one is your words, of course, the other is your body language in terms which you are saying. With me? Awesome. So tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing is, tomorrow we're going to be continuing this with the body language. I'm going to be giving you more tricks and tips around how to use your body language to elevate your, your confidence, how to use your body language to kind of increase it to the next level. With me, how many of you are going to be, yes, this is interesting. I would love to learn that. Super, awesome. So tomorrow, there's going to be a recording coming your way. There's not going to be a live session. There's going to be a recording coming your way because I have another session around the similar time. There's going to be a recording coming your way. If anyone would have a question from any of these sessions, I always post these sessions onto the social media. Social media ke niche apna question likho. When you ask, you'll get the answer. Okay, some of the people ask questions during the session. I will not be taking this answers questions here, but you put the questions into the social media over Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and I read every single message of yours. I'll be responding and helping to you. With me? Yes. Awesome. So tomorrow, how many of you here are going to be watching the recording and going to be making the notes? I'm going to be really leveling up the game for the last and the final week of 21 days confidence booster challenge. Awesome. Love that. I want you to become as creative as possible. Some of you are doing a fabulous, fabulous job. Let's see how the next week kinds of go for every one of you. When is going to be the next live session? I'll keep you guys posted on the Telegram, since there's a lot of things. So my mom, my dad, both are positive. My husband is, my father-in-law is not well, so my husband has gone there. My son has developed fever, so it's only me and my younger one. खतरों के खिलाड़ी, हम लोग तलवार लेके खड़े हैं कि आ जाओ जिसको आना है. So I don't know how the next few days are going to be. So I'm not going to be making any commitment of the live as of now, but I'll keep you guys posted on the Telegram. So tomorrow is for sure not live. Saturday and Sunday, I'll keep you guys posted on the Telegram. Yes. And if there is live, you guys are going to be coming and meeting me live. Super. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Questions onto the Facebook. I'll answer all your questions there. Thank you so much for showing up. You take good care of yourself. Remember, the body talks louder than the words. And I'm really excited to meet you all, to take it to the next level by teaching you what are the different elements of your body you can use to elevate your confidence. Thank you so much for all the love. You take good care of yourself. Love you and bye-bye.